I was actually going to take a look at this little girl right here until I got this package in, and then I knew that I had to talk about this. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my new nightmare NECA Freddy Krueger, but I wanted him to kind of fit with my Ash and Jason, with that just kind of matches the posability of both of them, and he can be into some more dynamic poses. So I went onto eBay and I tried my best to find myself a part 3, maybe part 1 Freddy, just to see if I could find one, and I found one for a pretty good deal, and then it came in. Now, the first thing that I instantly saw that this might have been a bootleg is the quality of the picture on the actual box. It's a pretty nice looking box. It's nothing crazy. It just has this beautiful looking image of the poster, but the more I looked at it, the more kind of pixelated it was, and there's something really off about the way this whole thing looked. So far, nothing seemed too out of place. It looked pretty decent, but there's something very wrong about this entire box art, and that is pretty much the case when I open this thing up, and oh god. Now you can easily see that this is not the figure that I paid for. This looks awful. This is insane. Look at that head sculpt. That is absolutely atrocious with this paintwork, and it just looks so bad, and it gets worse from there. What the hell is that glove? What is that? That is insane. And then you look at the other glove too. That's also insane. Like, good god, they didn't even... This just looks awful, man. This does not look good at all. That paintwork is so bad. And of course, I review figures, so I really was looking forward to reviewing this guy, but I don't know. There's just something about this that just makes me a little upset. So instead of reviewing the figure normally, I kind of wanted to just show off the way this figure looks just right here, right now, and this just looks absolutely atrocious. This head sculpt is probably one of the worst painted head sculpts I've seen on a bootleg figure. That just looks insane. It looks weird. I don't know. The sculpting is not too bad, but it's so interesting. What is that? Is that hair? No, is that? I can't even tell. No, that's just the seam line right across the face. So the sculpt does look like, Robert Englund as Freddy, but this paint job is just so awful looking, and it just doesn't feel right. The joints do feel solid, but there's something about it. Maybe it's just me that just wants to hate this figure more, but I don't know. There's something about the way this figure feels, especially on the chest piece. It just doesn't feel right. And then it gets really bad when you go onto the legs here. So you can kind of see that there's a little issue that with the legs is happening right now. This leg is nice and inside, but this one is a little jetted out just a little bit. And that is because if we're spreading open Freddy's legs, you can see here very vaguely, you have one leg that is a bigger joint than the other, which is why he's, why it looks like this. But look at that. Do not tell me that that is the exact same joint for the leg. It's like they ran out of parts and they just had to smush it together. That's pretty upsetting. That is very bad looking. Yeah, I was just very upset when this figure came in. Now, usually, if a figure like this, is this bad, I would go out of my way to actually repaint it, but that's not what I wanted to do with this Freddy figure. I really wanted to, just have a Freddy figure that was really good, really no problems at all. Like, the joints feel fine, and I can probably get in some, really great poses with my Jason and my Freddy. But God, there's just, it just looks awful. This glove too, like what in the world were they thinking with this glove? That is like totally not even the right colors. The fingers just look so weird. I don't know what the official fingers are, but that just looks awful. That just looks so disgustingly bad that it's like not even funny. Like that's just so weird. How the hell did they go from how they got this color scheme? I have no idea, but this is so bad. I don't even want to take the other accessories out because I don't really care. Maybe when I get my other Freddy, because I am definitely not keeping this one at all. I'm either going to return it or sell it myself. I paid 30 bucks for this thing, and I should have known from the start, but I was just a little too stupid. But on the site it said NECA. Like usually, you know, if you're a bootleg thing, I've always seen them like say this is not really the NECA product in the description or something. But this one did not. This one just said it was a NECA Freddy Krueger. It had like a couple images of like actual product shot from like the website or something, as well as one image with it in hand, which I'm pretty sure they just got from somewhere else. And then they just had a random part 1 Freddy Krueger as well, which that should have been my red flag. My other red flag was the description of the actual figure, saying that the figure might be a little miscolored to some people. Yeah, you think it'd be a little miscolored? But yeah, it's not a good figure. It's just not good. I mean, I'm sure you can make it work. It doesn't feel horrible. There's just something about it that just does feel a little off to me. You also have these joints that don't really match the legs, and then this horrible paint job, which I'm sure you can make work, but I don't want it. I really do not want it. I'd rather just get an actual official NECA Freddy Krueger, which is probably what I'll do, and this is just not okay. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I'm not looking at the other accessories, but I thought it'd be interesting just to show you guys this little thing. And if you're shopping for NECA figures, I'm sure everybody has said this now. I've heard it many times when people are discussing their NECA figure collection. Just be wary going on eBay. This is like my second time having this happen. My first time was with the Celtic Predator from my AVP line, which I do not have anymore, but yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this short little video. I did not want this to go on for too long because I don't care. Let's see what he looks like if you do take the chest off, actually, because he does have that feature. And okay, hold on. Okay, you just slide it off like this. There we go. That's that, and then you're supposed to swap it out with that chest too, but I don't really feel like it's a cool feature. But I mean, if I ever get this figure again, I'm leaning between part 3 and part 1 Freddy, and we'll see which one I get first. I wanted part 3 because I really do like part 3, but I don't know, I might get part 1. So yeah, that's that. Happy 40th anniversary, Freddy. Yeah, this is not what I wanted at all. So when I first got this in, I was like really excited because I had a Freddy Krueger that I could have up against my Ash and Jason. But when I got this one in and I looked at it more, and I was like, oh my god, what did I buy? And then I just got upset, and I'm very upset because the way they described it was like it's supposed to be official, but yeah, it's not what I wanted, and it's not what I paid for. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I'm probably gonna return it or sell it. I mean, I don't really care. 20 bucks, 30 bucks, I don't really give a crap on how much I get back for him. I just want this thing gone so I can get another Freddy. And yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this little video. I hope you guys did enjoy my tiny little rant. I didn't want this to go on for too long. I didn't want a full-on review of this because I just wanted this to be like don't buy this figure. Don't buy figures like this, because I did see a couple of them that actually did look like this, and they had that with something. They had that with the Ash figure, and I was tempted to buy it, but then I was like, wait a minute, no, you're not fooling me. You're not fooling me this time. I actually had a suggestion from somebody that I should take a look at the knockoff version of my Ash figure, and that would actually be a pretty cool idea. I actually probably would do that because this is official. I could tell that this is an official NECA product. It feels very nice. You know, the only thing that I do worry about is the waist here, but I feel like that's just a choice NECA made with their figure. That just pops off a little too easy, but oh well. But it does feel like an actual figure, and the face sculpts do look nice. It's nicely painted, and yeah, I think that this is a pretty good figure. And this one is definitely not, but I did see a couple of these ones that looked the exact same on the eBay site that I was like, ooh, I know exactly what that is. And the more I kept scrolling, the more I kept seeing of this one too. So yeah, there was no way I was yeah, that was definitely not something I looked into just a little bit. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I might be buying more from Mercari because actually I can see what they're selling on Mercari. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking for another Freddy and selling this one. Yeah, and you know, actually get my money back. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this short one. I will definitely be working on the Mothra video probably sometime tonight or tomorrow morning, who knows. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.